Yes. All right. Man, it feels good to say that again. Welcome, everyone, to another episode of Our Parents' Basement. Happy New Year to you and yours. It is a new year. It is time for new episodes of Our Parents' Basement, and we're going to kick off the new year with one right now. It's going to be a good one. We're going to talk about some lovely things. I cannot wait. It feels good to be back. It feels good to see these lovely faces again. And yeah, I am just so glad to be here. I'm Philip. I'll be hosting for the evening, and with me we have Charles. And Charles, Happy New Year to you. And how's it
Happy New
going?
Year. It's good.
Thank you.
Good. Doing all right.
Back in school?
Yeah, well, not yet. January 16th was the first day.
All right. So you got a little time left.
A little time left. I gotta buy books. I gotta buy supplies. I gotta buy notebooks. I gotta buy crayons. I gotta buy the scented markers to be the cool kid in class. The cool kids always had the scented markers.
They still do have the
pencil box.
Yeah, ones that I love. The bubble gum one smells so good. Just pop up the calf and I love doing it. Back in the day,
it's training for when you get to college, when we need to sniff to Sharpies. How to not get on your nose. The glue, yeah.
Exactly. Well, glad to have you along as always. And we also got Jason, but I call him Turf. And Turf, Happy New Year. And how's it going tonight?
Happy New Year to you too, man. I'm doing great. I'm glad to be back. I feel like we've missed, we missed the Thanksgiving show. We missed the, there, and then we had a few in between there, and then we missed last week because of between the Christmas and the New Year's break and whatnot. Man, I'm glad to be back. I'm glad to be back in the saddle again.
Back in the saddle again.
Well, we are glad to have you back as well. Well, as I said earlier, it's a new year, and before we begin with our, with our gaming talk, our nerd talk, I've got to ask how everyone's New Year's was. Charles, how was New Year's in Chicago?
I had a very exciting time. I stayed at home on the couch, watched TV. Watched the local news TV channels do their New Year's things. That's it. And for some reason, they showed a video clip of Dallas, Texas. I don't know why. I guess someone in the control room thought it was fireworks, but that big sparkly ball spear they got in Dallas.
Yeah.
Their sparkly ball. I may have seen it. I don't remember. We were down there. I don't remember looking at it when we were down in.
It's Dallas, right there when you cross the bridge coming into town.
Yeah. I probably saw it. I didn't register it. I'm like, oh yeah, there it is. I was more looking at GPS trying to figure out where the hell we're going.
That's true.
Yeah, it's
because they've got these interchanges that are they're 20 lanes high in the air, which seems like it.
Well, you're not wrong.
I'm like,
how big Dallas is until you get there.
Yeah, you really don't. You think you've been to a city, whatever. The DFW area is large. Like I grew up, not far from Memphis, Tennessee, and not far from Little Rock, Arkansas. So I'd driven in those as a teenager. So I'm like, no big deal, here. And then later on in life, my 30s, I think I can drive through whatever. And I drove to Dallas one time and got in there at night. No, it's not only Dallas. It's not only the DFW area and the massive interstates and all that and how difficult it is to find things. It's the people there are crazy. They kind of turn their blinker on, count to 3, and then get over. Whether you're ready or not, here we come.
Click, 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 pray. Here we go.
Yeah, yep. That's exactly click, 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 pray. So yeah. So that's the first time I ever did that. It was definitely intimidating, but we're all pros now.
Yeah, we got this. Speaking of which, Charles, the time I was in Chicago before when I saw you guys, that's how the cab drivers drove. This is before Uber and Lyft, but the crazy taxi drivers, click, 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 zoom, or they turn the left signal on and turn right.
Crazy taxi.
Yeah.
Make some crazy money.
This is actually about the time Crazy Taxi came out.
Based on Chicago cab drivers.
It was nuts, man. They were nuts. But well, that's good, Charles. You had a little staycation. You didn't. Sounds like you just relaxed. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I did nothing.
Did you at least stay up till midnight?
I did.
Right.
Then I went right to bed. Then I went down. I went to Mitsuya the next day, which is a Japanese Mitsuya, which is a Japanese grocery store where they did mochi pounding and taiko drumming.
Oh, nice! Great to start the new year. Love it.
Had
Very
some
cool.
mochi, and it was good.
All right. Sounds like a fun time. Nothing.
Oh yeah,
There's always something to do in Chicago. That's why I love that city.
these guys should move up here, all of you.
Nah, it's too cold. Too cold.
Move up here? No.
Nah, too cold.
No. What'd you say that wind chill was -9? No.
God.
My people are a tropical people. We can't adjust to that.
But the summers
Yeah,
here
what's
are
it
nice.
called? The bomb cyclone? Is that what they're calling it these days?
No, that's on the East Coast.
Oh,
That's like New York. They're New York. They're freaking out. Right? They don't know what the hell to happen.
I thought that was a nickname for my penis.
That was my porn star name 5 years ago.
Yeah, that was my nickname in prison. But anyways, glad to have you. Glad you had a great New Year's, Charles.
Thank
And
you.
Turf, how was your New Year's?
Man, my New Year's was crazy and uneventful. I'm old. I sat at home and taught teenagers how to play spades.
That's a fun game, though. That's fun.
Spades is fantastic. It's one of the all-time greats. It's on the Mount Rushmore of card games for sure.
Yeah, it's one of those Trump games that are,
Yeah.
fun. Like
I like it better than Hearts myself.
Yeah, me
but
too.
It's it's up there. You got like I guess poker is going to be the king always, and then spades and rummy. I don't know what else you would put on the Mount Rushmore card games, but that's a horse of a different color.
Go fish or
Then show fish. How you do 3-card money.
Hey, where's the ball? Where's the lady? You gotta find the red lady. Anyways, yeah, me and Angie had a pretty low-key night. We sat home with the kids and played spades. And we're not near as cool as people that get to travel the country and go places and look at stuff.
So for those who are listening audio only, Turf gave one of his faces. I think it was towards the camera, but I think it was towards me. So I guess I'll talk about my New Year's. 2 days before the New Year ring, and me and Russell, my brother, and one of his buddies, we all went to New Orleans, Louisiana. It was my first time there, and it was so much fun. I loved that city. I did not want to leave. I usually when it comes to most vacations, I'm about ready to come back and get back to my routine. But New Orleans, it wowed me. I had such a great time. We stayed uptown, right by Magazine Street, at an Airbnb. The lodgings were a little but the area itself was wonderful. The neighborhood was safe. We were in walking distance between like restaurants and bars and coffee shops and bakeries. I gotta give a shout out real quick. There's a little boutique called Kawaii Nola. They sell little anime figurines and Hello Kitty notepads and Miyazaki pens. So much cute stuff there. I had to buy something and support the small business, so I bought a little notepad. It's very masculine, as you can see. So masculine, but so that was great. We went to the French Quarter, went to Bourbon Street. You could drink on the streets. I mean, you can drink outside anywhere.
And not just drink a little either. You can drink copious amounts on the street.
You can just walk up to a bar, but it's basically the size of a box. They have they'll refill your drink. Here's $6, refill my drink. I'll take a hurricane. Just keep on doing that. I got beads, didn't have to do anything I'm not proud of to get them either, so yay for that.
Hold on, let's back up. You didn't have to do anything you're not proud of, or you didn't have to do anything?
Didn't do anything at all. I just said, hey, and she threw them at me and caught them, and got my beads. I had the most delicious chicory coffee I have ever had. That was amazing. Oh my God, you guys, the food. I mean, Chicago's a great food city, but New Orleans might have it beat. There's just so much food there, and it was all good.
That's Cajun. That's different.
It wasn't just Cajun. If you name it, I had it. Like, it was all, I mean, it's neck and neck with those two cities now. It was great. We did a swamp tour. It was freezing cold, so that kind of sucked. But
see any gators?
No gators, too cold for them. Saw raccoons and saw wild boars. Or razorbacks, if you're depending on where you're from.
I saw those pictures of the raccoons. I'm like,
you saw those?
Like, really? Those are in my alley. I try to shoot them. They knocked the garbage cans over.
I know, but they nicknamed them trash pandas, and they're cute because you could feed them and all that good stuff. And so that was great. there's a I forget what it's called, but I think near the French Quarter, there's like a giant square of local artists. And I gotta give another shout out because we were making our rounds, looking at the local art, and this artist called Inkit Comics. He draws, video game characters and anime characters on this metallic material. So I found a metallic. It's kind of hard to see because of the reflection. This is Zero from Mega Man X. So this is some local art we got in New Orleans. We got another one made of that's put on some finished wood from Katrina. That's hanging up in another room. When the new year rang in, we were at this little bar just listening to local music, lots of jazz, lots of funk rock.
Any Zydeco?
Any what?
Zydeco?
What's that?
Oh, I went down to New Orleans. You know what's in a Zydeco? That is like the Cajun music.
Cajun, yeah. It was New Orleans is a big jazz city, though. So I mean, that's the main thing we heard just walking around.
You hear a lot of jazz and like a lot of like southern rock type stuff.
Yeah, that was the band we heard play live when we rang the new year in.
Some Delta blues.
Yeah, there's some of that.
So that was great.
It's a good city for music. It's a great city for food, especially if you like seafood. You like the barbecue shrimp, the gumbo shrimp, the shrimp kebabs,
char-grilled oysters. Oh, so good. Oh
I love gumbo. I love making gumbo.
The gumbo was good. I had a muffalata. That wasn't as good as I thought it was going to be, but at least I tried it.
Some jambalaya.
That's a lot of bread.
Yeah, it's mainly it's bread. It's basically bread.
Did you get a po'
and
boy?
a lot to drink.
Po' boy.
Po' boy's all bread too.
Yeah, I didn't get a po' boy. I mean,
did you have beignets?
I had tons of beignets. I had tons of like we were right by a bakery, so we had if you name a pastry, we probably had it at some point. Went to the aquarium. That was amazing as well. It was so much fun. I cannot wait to go back. Usually with most cities, like, a couple years ago, we went to San Francisco and I was like, okay, one and done, never going back. But New Orleans, I cannot wait to visit again.
I want to go down there. My cousin was down in New Orleans.
There you go. You have a place to stay. Do you know what part of town?
I have no idea.
Find out. Oh, and one more thing I say about it. Everyone was so nice down there. Tourists.
It's a southern hospitality.
Yeah, it's a super friendly city.
Yeah, like there was the Sugar Bowl, some college football game.
The Sugar Bowl.
Some college football game.
Yeah.
Sugar Bowl, whatever the fuck that stupid thing is. I don't care about it.
So people were wearing their jerseys and representing their team, but everyone was nice to everyone. Like, I was not expecting that. I thought it'd be very, I thought, I live in Nashville and Broadway, the main bar street gets kind of rowdy. There was none of that on Bourbon Street, like at all. So
wait till Mardi Gras. It gets
rowdy. That's actually what we're thinking of going again, but we have a little connection.
Don't.
Well, that Harrah's Casino, a hotel.
Yeah.
How it overlooks everything. Mm-hmm. We might have a room there, so we wouldn't have to venture out much, because the casino has everything already for you.
You can just peek out to an look at the drunken idiots out there.
I've never been, but I've heard tales of Mardi Gras, and it's shoulder to shoulder for miles.
Yeah.
And of course, I don't love crowds that much. So yeah, I couldn't do it. There's no way I could do it.
And I've seen.
That makes sense. Go ahead, Charles.
They set up a Mardi Gras jail just off on one of the side streets.
Well, yeah.
It's got this fence. They just shove the foot. You're too drunk. Get in there. You're being an idiot. Get in there. You're being a real idiot. You're going to the lockup. They just put the idiots in this little fenced-in area.
Yeah.
It's about right. The drunk tank.
That's fine. Yeah. That's fine. So, we'll see if we go. February is not too far away, so it'd be a lot of planning. Plus, we have to got to pinch our pennies. Louisville won't be too much longer.
That's about 2 weeks away.
Get some punchki.
2 months away.
Punchki Day is coming up. Mardi Gras is coming up. Punchki Day is coming up. Oh, yeah.
So, the old Punchki Day.
Oh, God.
But, yeah. Turf, now that you're in your 30s, I think you would enjoy New Orleans all over again.
It'd be a different New Orleans than going. I was in my early to mid 20s. I've been twice.
Yeah.
And it was a different time
Oh, we know.
and
Girl,
a different
we know.
me.
I want to go down just for the Cajun food, just to hang out with the Cajuns.
Yeah,
You know, like
there's some real
may
good,
not see them.
real good food.
Oh my God, the food. Like where we stayed, we were within walking distance from a really good French bakery, an Indian restaurant, a ramen restaurant, a pizza restaurant, tons of bars, obviously, a sushi bar. I'm like gushing about this city. And the funny thing is, like as soon as we got to our Airbnb and saw where we were staying, I was like, God damn it, what did I get myself into? This fucking sucks. I want to go to the Hilton. I want to go now, but as soon as we started walking around Magazine Street and seeing all the locales and seeing how friendly everyone was, God, that was such a nice surprise. Yeah, I was not ready to leave. So,
Well,
but
there
I'm
you go.
back. Great way to start the new year, and yeah, that's my New Orleans story. I can't wait to go again, my friends.
You did exciting shit. I lit off illegal fireworks in my backyard.
You what now?
I lit off illegal fireworks in my backyard at midnight.
Yeah, someone did that outside one of the bars near me. I mean, it is New Orleans.
Where do you get illegal fireworks? If say you're in Chicago, if a gentleman was in the greater Chicago area, do you go to the next state, or where do you
go to Indiana?
You go to Indiana.
Oh,
go to Indiana. You just drive like it's a quick drive.
Okay. I live in Arkansas where everything is legal. Like if you want to set off something, this is the Bible Belt. Let's set off explosives. Dynamite, sure, why not? But yeah, you can't drink beer on Sunday, or you can't buy beer on Sunday. But
yeah,
we got fireworks.
You can't sell
why I like New Orleans.
Sundays in Illinois. That's a blue law we have. You can't sell cars in Illinois on Sundays.
What?
Yeah,
Huh?
can't sell a car.
That's...
You can't sell, and no one in Illinois could sell a car on a Sunday, private or dealerships.
Shit, that is weird.
That seems like an odd choice.
Well, you can sell pickles on Tuesday here, so
you can't sell what?
I made that up.
Oh, jeez.
What would a Jews think of that?
Well, I don't get that Illinois law because
it's a weird blue law.
The weekend day, people are out shopping on weekends, and Sunday seems like a good whatever.
Yeah.
Anyways, well, like I said, glad to be back. It's a new year, and let's get into our video game discussion. Well, I think we did this last year when 2017 was rung in. Yes, we took a look back at our collections, at our gaming memories, and decided to make some categories. And we have some that we're going to share with you tonight on Our Parents' Basement. We're going to have some best game of 2017 that we each picked. We're going to have maybe a worst game of 2017 that we each picked, and maybe some other categories that I'm not even sure that are available. We're going to kind of wing it.
Some categories that aren't available at this time because of blue laws.
You can't have this category on Thursdays. That's
so. But yeah, so let's get into it. I'm thinking we should always start with a high note. So I'm just going to go to each person, and we're going to talk about our favorite game of last year. Now, just this little disclaimer: it didn't have to be released in 2017. It could be released whenever. Just the favorite game that you played last year. So, Charles, I know you were busy with school, but did you get any chance to game at all?
A little bit. I played a little bit. I think my most favorite one right now has been the Diablo 3. I've been playing that a lot. I got that from Turf, and I've been just playing the shit out of that right now.
That's a blast, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just easy, just extra, just pushing buttons, and
you kind of shut your brain off and just kill stuff.
And there is some
rules.
There is some strategy every now and then, but it's okay.
A little bit, but just turn your brain off. It's okay.
It's fun. I haven't gotten to yours, Cash, yet.
That's all right. You're gonna have to turn your brain on for that one. So
I'll use it to focus for school.
There you go. But
Yeah.
All right,
Diablo 3,
my favorite game and the best game are two different things. All right, so I'm gonna go with my favorite game this year, and it may not be the best game, but it's still a good game.
Yeah.
It is Cuphead.
Oh,
Have
yeah.
either one of y'all played Cuphead?
I have
I've
not,
heard of it.
but
All
it
right.
looks so fun.
It's a PC or Xbox One game, and it's styled like a 1930s cartoon, and it sounds like a 1930s cartoon with it's like an old Mickey Mouse cartoon or Bugs Bunny, you know, what's up, Doc? And
It's got that tinny audio.
yeah, like the tinny type audio, and like the music and background is real clear, but the voices are very, very tinny. And it just kind of gives a like welcome, you know, when it's really, I don't know, just very, very exactly what they were shooting for. It's balls hard, which I'm okay with.
Oh,
because
yeah.
when you do finish a level or finish a boss or whatever, you get that sense of accomplishment. It's not hard by being cheap. There's no cheap deaths. It's just, damn it, this is hard. This is Contra hard.
Okay.
And I love it, man. I've played the heck out of this game. It's easy to play for 15 minutes at a time.
Perfect.
Like you can it's a lot of it is like boss rush type stuff, you know, one level or the whole level may be fighting one boss.
Well, that sounds fun.
It really is. If your computer can run it, which is, I don't think it's very hard to run. Mine hadn't even hiccuped or anything doing it. And I don't have a top end PC at all. But if you can download it on Steam, it was on the Steam sale for like $16.
Okay.
It's usually 20, but even at $20, dude, it is absolutely worth it. If you enjoy just shooting and a hard game, but with a sense of accomplishment and just really, really cool art. I cannot gush about Cuphead enough. It's just the thought of it is silly. It's a cup, but and the name Cuphead is silly, but it is so much fun. I was meaning over Christmas I was going to get on this channel and on our Twitch channel one and stream it.
Yeah,
but I just didn't ever do it because reasons. I'm lazy, but I would just play the game. I didn't put the camera up and everything to it. I did play a lot of it though, and I hadn't finished it yet, but it's definitely a fun one. And I would suggest to anybody that enjoys that type of old school challenge and fun.
Wow. we're like kind of gobsmacked by all the just the praise. I mean, it looks fun, but Jeff, I like seeing you so happy about it.
It's been a long time since I played. Like most games that you get now are very in depth. They're very you have to spend hours either learning controls or hours getting in depth in a story. I mean, the story of this one is you got Cuphead and Mugman got into a dice game at the Devil's Casino, and they ended up Cuphead got caught up in the whatever of it, and he was on a big winning streak, and he's like, yeah, and then the devil said, hey, double or nothing for your soul, and he rolled it again before Mugman could stop him, and then they lost their souls to the devil, and in order to get them back, they have to go kind of be the goons for the devil and get people to owe him money. So
like
yeah,
that.
they got to go break thumbs, but it's a stupid story and it's a stupid idea, but the game is so incredible. You cannot get enough of it, or I can't get enough of it.
Right. Cool. Nice choice. Wow. I'll try to be as verbose about my choice. I'm not sure if I can though, after all that, because Cuphead sounds like the better game. As you both know, I'm a big Tales of fan, and I think in early February, late January, Tales of Berseria finally released for the PS4 in the United States. Prior to that, I was kind of disheartened with the series because the game that came out prior was not good. In fact, it's one of my least favorite games in the series, if not all time, because reasons. But Tales of Berseria just kind of wowed me right from the start. It didn't take a while for me to warm up to it. It just as soon as I began playing, I was addicted. I clocked a good 110 hours into it, maybe more. Obviously got the platinum trophy. I just started a new file earlier this week, actually, just because I love it so much. The battles are so much fun. The characters are great. I love the story. It's a beautiful game. The music kind of sucks, but you know, what can you do? And yeah, that's definitely my game of the year. Wait, was that game of the year or best
That
game
was
of
my favorite game of the year.
Well, that's my favorite. Well, for me, it's both categories: favorite game and best game. So yeah, I played that. You know, when the year just started getting underway too. So I played a lot of other games during 2017, but that one still just wins. So yeah, that's my pick. For our next category, I think you know, to balance it out, we should do like a worst game in 2017, but those are never fun to. I feel kind of bad for putting the games down like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm with you. It's hard for me to pick a least favorite game because I hadn't played a whole lot of games that were bad. I will say I had to pick a least favorite, and this isn't even saying it's a bad game because I kind of liked it, but it was just not as good as it's the only one I can think of that I didn't really care for, I guess. It just wasn't my taste. I'm not saying it's a bad game, just kind of least favorite. I picked up Has Been Heroes for the Switch.
Has Been Heroes. Never heard of that one.
It was $10 for a physical game, so I couldn't say no. For a brand new Switch game at GameStop, it was on sale. I was like, well, I'll give it a shot, and I played it for a little bit. It wasn't for me. It's like you're constantly running forward, and you have to pick the lanes for your guys and set up attacks. And if I'd have given it more time, I think I might have liked it because like I said, it wasn't terrible, but it was just probably my least favorite game that I bought that I played this year.
Okay, so, that was for the Switch?
It's for the Switch, yeah.
Okay. Did I mention I got a Switch for Christmas? I'm not sure if I told.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I saw that.
Good luck with that.
Lucky.
I'm loving it. That is wonderful. My friend of mine, before I even got the Switch, this is a little tangent. He purchased Xenoblade Chronicles 2 for me as a gift. But this is before I even knew I was getting a Switch. I was like, oh, I'll get one eventually, you know. Little did I know that Russell had already picked up one for me as my big Christmas gift. So yeah, that's that was it was a really good Christmas, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, and I picked up another game for it, Azure Striker Gunvolt. I talked about it before. It's just as fun as ever on the Switch, just like it was on the 3DS. Highly recommended. Anyway,
that's on my wish list.
I know you would like it. I think you would both like it. You're both Mega Man fans, so I think you'd really get down with this one. But anyway, tangent over. Charles, how about you?
God, I haven't played too many bad games this year.
Again, schoolwork, you know.
Schoolwork. Well, one I got just for the collection. I got over to Mortal Kombat 3 for the Game Gear.
I suppose that's a turd, isn't it?
It is awful. It was only released in Europe. It wasn't released in the US, so it was released in South Africa too. The guy actually bought it off of eBay was actually from South Africa, so that's.
I hope you didn't pay a lot of money for all those shipping fees and.
No, that's not that. Shipping's not that bad, you know.
Yeah. So why is it so bad? Just you can let it out. It's okay.
It's just shitty graphics. It's just controls are crappy. It's like they took some of the other Mortal Kombat Game Gear games. It's like, yeah, we'll just do this. Okay, we're done. Thank you. Good night.
Poor thing. Well, can't win them all. I know you're collecting all the Game Gear games, and that's going to cause you to get a few ones that aren't so good. So.
Yeah, that'll happen. Anytime you get just buy mass games for a system, you're gonna get a lot of stinkers.
I did get the cool thing this year.
God, I love it. Hold that back up.
We got a collection achievement category.
That's
yes, we do, don't we? Okay,
that's a teaser. Teaser.
Hold that down.
I said it, but hey, the audio only people don't know what I showed. They don't know what I showed. Only video people get that. So you guys are
all right.
Video exclusive.
I think for my worst game, it's not even a bad game. It's just a boring game. Do you guys know that Valkyria series at all? Are you familiar with that?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm aware of it. I don't know it, but
that's okay. Well, a game came out, I think in maybe like April or May, called Valkyria Revolution, and it is just so bland and repetitive. I finished it because I paid full price for it, so I felt like I had to get my money's worth. But I don't know. It's not that it did anything offensive. It's just that it's just so drab. The series is usually pretty fun, and I've, for the most part, enjoyed every game in the series. But this one it was just repetitive, like button mashy, but not really, like a button masher. It was just, it's hard to explain. I don't know. The way I say this about it whenever someone asks, I say it's going to be the best 5 out of 10 game you'll ever play, because it doesn't do anything terribly outright bad, but it doesn't do anything really good either. But you can still play. Yeah, you can still get through it. It's bland, exactly. So that was a disappointment because I like that series, and luckily there's a Valkyria number 4 in development now, which makes you very, very happy. So this did not kill the series. So yay for that. So yeah, that's that category. What other categories do we got here? Trevor, I think you wrote a list.
Let's go. Well, I jotted down some notes, as the boys will. I'll tell you what, this one is fun for me that I'm really looking forward to. I want to hear what the sleeper hit of the year was. A game that just kind of came out of nowhere that you didn't, maybe it was something that other people had talked about that you didn't think you would enjoy and you gave it a shot. That's what I'm going to say. One that just came out of nowhere that you really enjoyed.
All right. Yeah. For those who aren't familiar with the sleeper hit, that's basically kind of what that means. It didn't get that much marketing and advertising, but it was still a good time, and hopefully more people will get to enjoy it. So well, Turf, what do you have?
Well, I'll tell you what, here's mine. This is my sleeper hit, and it got a little bit of notoriety, I guess, when they announced it at E3. But when it came out and I played it, I didn't think I was going to enjoy it, but I picked it up off of VG Collect that somebody they were just getting rid of it. Was Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle.
Okay.
It's a strategy game, and I'm not really a strategy game kind of guy.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I gave it a shot, and holy cow, it's a lot of fun. It's very light strategy, if that makes sense.
Oh yeah.
You if you played the XCOM games or are aware of the XCOM games, apparently this is a blatant ripoff with a Mario front on it, but the gameplay is the same. Like you pick however many squares you want to move, and then you can attack with whatever weapons you have, and try to defeat 5 guys on the screen, or get from point A to point B during this battle, or in the arena or whatever. It's kind of hard to explain because I don't know the jargon for this type of game. Maybe it's the first time I've ever done anything like this. It's fun. It's a lot. The strategy is not too complicated that I can't do. It can be played in like those short bursts like I like. It's a lot of fun. So if you get a chance, play Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle for the Switch. You won't be disappointed. It's a good time.
So for those who aren't familiar, Rabbids are from the Rayman universe. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. So those little rabbit things that that Ubisoft puts in every game, apparently. I don't know.
I didn't know. Okay.
It's actually not even developed by Nintendo. It was developed by Ubisoft. They loaned out Mario to him for a completely different kind of game. And it worked. It's really fun.
Cool. All right. For my super hit, I am going to go with a game called Blue Reflection. I consider it, if Persona and Sailor Moon somehow had a child, it would be this game. It's got everything an anime fanboy like me would love, like transforming magical girls, adorable characters, and just a whimsical Japanese setting. But what really did it for me with this game is the music. I am not musically inclined at all, but I wish I knew how to play the piano, because the piano music in Blue Reflection is so good. I would love to just play it at any time. I've been looking for the soundtrack and I cannot find it, and that really pisses me off because it's a damn good soundtrack. So it's an RPG. It's very simple, straightforward. If anything, play it for the music, and if you don't enjoy it, give the music a listen. Try to find some way, YouTube if you have to. It's so well done. I definitely have to make that my sleeper hit of the year.
Now, don't you have someone who could teach you how to play the piano? Are they willing to teach you how to play the piano?
He is, yeah, he would, but I mean, I
But you
want
know,
I don't have to work my way up. I want to be able to do it like right now.
okay,
You know what I mean? Like instant learning.
Just
well,
download it and go.
Sync the Matrix, or is it?
Yeah, just implant piano skills in my brain and
I know kung
go to work.
fu.
I know piano. Whoa.
Whoa. But yes, you're right, Charles. And he could probably play it if I could find the sheet music. So
Or just let him listen. Maybe even play it by ear. He could probably just hear it and say, okay,
yeah, he might be able
D
to.
chord,
That's a
D
good
minor,
point.
da, 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 da. So,
Charles, do you know how to play the piano? Sounds like you.
I could bang around on it. I could, hear stuff, and I could, bang around, and I could get the song eventually, just by the notes. So I could play by ear slightly,
That's pretty cool.
you know.
I did not know that. Good for you.
But I'm not that good at it. I suck.
Practice makes perfect.
I'm a woodwind guy.
Okay, that's
So,
fine.
Tenor sax.
All right.
That's what I played in high school.
What about you, Charles? Do you have like a sleeper hit for the year?
I guess for me is, just I got the PS4, I just got it not too long ago. So PS Network, I see these free games, like, okay, this game looks like a cool game. One game I love that just by looking at a picture thinking it would be cool is Just Cause 3.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's a fun, crazy game. Shooting stuff, driving stuff, flying stuff. I love to freak out Jenny. I'll get in an airplane, fly as high as I can, then jump out. And free fall for as long as I can. Like,
Just Cause. Is that from Sucker Punch?
I don't know who did that one.
I asked because they're making a game coming out this year, which I'm pretty excited about. So I was just wondering if that was a Sucker Punch title.
Square Enix.
Avalanche Studios. Really? Shows you what I know. Wow. Anyways, all right, good game, good choice.
Yes, that would be a super hit for me.
All right, I can get down.
I took a chance on it. It was cool. It was free, so like okay. And I played it for hours.
Isn't that great when you just like find some random game at a, in a bargain bin and you say, what the hell, it's $5. You pop it in and you end up spending tons and tons of hours on it. I just love when that happens. Especially like excuse me, when games are getting more and more expensive these days, it's kind of hard to, pick and choose what you really want to buy. So
I think you were thinking Infamous from Sucker Punch. They did the Infamous.
Maybe that's what I was thinking of. Yeah. Good catch. Good find there. Well, Turf, you all right? You're.
Man, I got a cough. I'm trying to hit the mute button as much as I can.
That's all right.
I apologize for the sniffling and coughing that you people hear.
What
you mean, you people?
Use people. Use guys.
Bless it.
Bless it.
We also have. Well, do you have any more categories we should go through that to reflect on 2017?
Let's see. How about? So we did that one. How about your favorite collection achievement this year?
Okay.
We're all video game collectors of sorts. What is a moment that you had in collecting something you picked up that you're just really proud of that you just dig?
Go ahead, Charles. I know.
I sneeze. For just barely over $100, a little over like $100. Sega Game Gear Magic Knight Ray Earth Edition with the red cartridge for Magic Knight Ray Earth.
That's really cool.
So beautiful.
Yeah, it's the texture's a lot more, got a little bit more texture than the other Game Gears do.
You can find the coolest things, I swear.
Now if I could just find a Coca-Cola one for cheap, that ain't gonna happen.
Great find.
Yes.
I think you both know what mine will be. Charles, you were there when I got it. So yeah, Burning Rangers for the Sega Saturn. I love that game. Well, I think one thing I've just realized why I like that game so much, it's got good replay value. I can just play the game over and over because it's never the same stage twice. Same goal, but different layout each time, and each time is really fun. So, yeah, I mean, Burning Rangers. But I think you guys already knew that.
And you returned clothing for that game.
And I returned cute clothes cute shoes, great shoes, and some shorts for that. I got it, but I bought the chapstick. I bought the chapstick from the store. So remember, support local businesses.
Yes.
So, yeah, but it was worth it. So, what about you, Turp? What's your proudest accomplishment?
Man, really this year I didn't buy many games. I got a Switch and my handful of Switch games.
Sure.
I got one thing that I really enjoyed that I got this year, but it's not that big a deal, was the Super Nintendo Classic.
Yeah,
that's a good one for the collection. I got the NES Classic before, and I got that one. That's a biggie. Probably a game that was high on my wish list that I came across with was Cannon Spike for the Dreamcast. Actually, I got it, I guess, before New Year's, so I think it was like the 30th, but I just came in the mail today. But that was a biggie. That's a cool, like, 3D arena type shooter, maybe. I don't know how to explain it. You've got a confined area and you can run in the circles around folks, and there's not you don't start to left and move right like like games I like. But you can run and shoot in any direction, and it's got Charlie from the Street Fighter Alpha series. It's got Cammy from the Street Fighter series. People that I don't know. Mega Man's in it, which is, I don't know if he's a hidden character or not. He's not on the character select screen, but it's not hard to unlock him. You just push left. So that's cool. They're all playable characters, and they have their own sets of moves and stuff. There's one that's Arthur. I don't know if it's supposed to be like Arthur from Ghost and Goblins.
Yeah, Ghost and Goblins.
But he's like a robot Arthur, like a knight. But I don't know. It's somewhere between a knight and a mech. Maybe it's a Robo Knight.
Is the name of it Cannon Spike because of Cammy's Street Fighter attack called the Cannon Spike?
I would assume.
Okay. So is she like the main character in this game?
Honestly, I barely know anything about this game.
Okay.
I avoided all kind of videos and stuff because when I first saw it, I was like, man, I got to play that. I really want to play that. So I discovered it this year, and it moved to the top of the wish list pretty quick. And I finally came up with it, a week or so ago, and it's been a fun game, and I'm really glad I got it. I'm ready to spend some more time with it.
Happy for you.
Yeah, I'm pumped on that one. And then there's the Super Nintendo Classic. Like I said, it's got all those good games, and it's just cool to play a lot of those again.
You brought up a good point. And this is before the new year, so it counts. I had to make a return to Target, and there I saw in the shelf was a mini Super Nintendo.
Oh, did you really? Nice.
Yeah. I just said, you know what? I'll just go look. And that was the same day. At that same time, I bought Azure Striker Gunvolt. So I went to go get the game, and I said, well, hold on, let me look down there. And sure enough, they had two left. So I grabbed one of them. First game I played was Mega Man X, of course, because I love Mega Man.
Right, as the boys will.
Yeah. Yeah, that's another proud accomplishment, I have to say. I was never expecting to find one just hanging out, in a Target of all places, So you never know. It's like Turf and some of our guests always say, consistence and persistence, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, and a little bit of luck.
Yeah, there's a little bit of luck involved. But especially on the Super Nintendo Classic, if you stayed after it and you looked for one, you were going to find one.
Yeah.
I mean, they were much more readily available than the NES was.
Right. Charles, you look like you had something to...
I had another good accomplishment this year.
Let's hear it.
I got over 3.0 GPA now.
There you go,
man. Ever.
But hey, good job.
That's my other. That's why I wasn't doing too much gaming. I had school.
Hey, we understand that. I'm proud of you. I think Turf's proud of you too. We want you to do well, but don't miss Louisville this year. Okay, priorities.
I won't. I don't got classes on Friday.
That is close. Louisville's close. You can be there in like 4 hours.
Yeah. No class on Fridays this year. So
even better.
and we'll be staying at the actual hotels this year, so Jenny could actually see Jenny drink.
Or she can sleep in.
Or she can sleep
You
in.
don't have to worry about getting her up. You can get up whatever time you want to.
Yeah.
Say, Jenny, come find us.
And she'll be like,
she'll wake up at 5:30.
Oh, geez.
She's done that.
Oh, no, that's not cool. You'll waste the day.
Girl could sleep.
Yeah.
All
Well,
right,
that
guys.
is a cool topic. Good one. Good choice, Turf. What else you got?
Let's see. What I guess we've already done like the favorite game played, and I guess just go with let's wrap it up. Let's just put a bow on this best of right here and take the next 10 minutes or so and talk about what is your game of the year.
Well, I'll make mine quick. I already mentioned Tales of Berseria, but if I had to give it like another close second, Turf, does it have to be from last year or it could be anything?
No, I was just thinking like a release from 2017 that would be the game of the year.
Tales of Berseria, hands down.
Hands down. Not even nothing else even close.
Nope. There's no Xenoblade 2, no Persona 5, none of that. It's all about Tales of Berseria. So,
all right. Charles,
yep.
Did you play anything that came out last year?
I don't know. Did I?
Well, that's kind of what I ran into. I didn't play many things other than Switch games that came out this year.
I played Metal Gear Solid 5. Did that come out this year? I don't know.
I think it came out last year.
Okay. Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain. That came out 2005. No, I didn't play it. It came out this year. 2015.
All right.
I don't know what year it is, damn it.
Bless your school heart. Oh, poor thing.
His brains are fried.
What about you? What about you, Turf?
All right. I will say that as much as I loved Cuphead, and I feel like Cuphead was built for me and people like me, it's probably not the best game of the year. And I'm also not going to say that Zelda Breath of the Wild, however, it was a very good game. It got a lot of best of the year awards, but I'm going to say it's not the best game of the year. I'm going to say the best game of 2017 was beyond a shadow of a doubt Super Mario Odyssey.
I had a feeling you'd say that.
Of course.
Why do you say that?
I'm a Super Mario fan, and I probably qualify as a Nintendo fanboy. They could stamp Mario's head on a turd, and I'd buy it.
You're a Nintendo fanboy?
Believe it if you will. Wrap your mind around that one. It takes Mario 64, the good stuff of it. Like there's a lot of Mario 64. I don't really like Mario 64 because of I don't like that weird Force 3D that they were doing that time. I don't like many PS1 games. I don't like many Nintendo 64 games that had that 3D platformer, whatever. But this takes the best of that, what that did right, what Mario Sunshine did right, what Mario Galaxy did right, and it puts them all in one pile. And then it adds this cool little mechanic where you can capture like the bad guys. You throw your hat or throw Cappy because your hat, spoiler alert, your hat gets torn to shreds in the very opening scene.
Rude.
And then Cappy, someone from the Cap Kingdom, one of the little ghost figures or whatever from the Cap Kingdom, he turns into your hat and he's going to be on your hat on an adventure. And holy balls, this game is fun. I've been a T-Rex. That was cool. When you go around tromping things and you don't pick anything up, obviously, because you have T-Rex arms. You don't do push-ups. You don't try to clap. But you do get to have a giant teeth and T-Rex things, as the T-Rexes will. I've been a Goomba. I've been Goombas, jumped on top of Goombas, stacked like 8 high. It's weird. It's fun. It's cool. I don't really like the collectathon that games kind of turned into, in the Nintendo 64 era. But I dig getting all these moons.
Moons, yeah. That's pretty cool.
Just finding little secrets and stuff. I like where there's parts of it where you throw your hat into a zipper and you unzip the background and you get behind it. It's weird and cool and awesome. And it is so well done and so well polished. There's things about it like makes me think it might have. I don't know if it was guaranteed to be a Switch release because they still want you to use the waggle controls from like Wii controller.
Like because you hold the two in your hands, right?
Take each Switch Chuck, whatever you
Yeah,
call the Switch controller, Joy-Con. There we go. That's what they're called.
Oh, yeah.
And it wants you to make different motions with the Joy-Cons, doing
Oh,
whoppy,
Lord.
floppy, waggle stuff. But that's optional.
Okay, good.
That
Good,
is,
good.
I play it with with the Switch Pro controller. And let me tell you, this game is good. It will not let you down. It's a fun, it's a Mario.
Is Luigi in it?
I haven't seen him. I don't know.
Luigi always gets a shaft.
Well, he does occasionally, but I tell you what, you can get you some amiibos. You can unlock different outfits with your different amiibos. And let me tell you something else that happened this week, and this is completely a little side story, but it's really cool. This is a cool little idea. They have Super Mario cereal in the grocery store.
I've seen that.
Good.
Well, I haven't seen it. I've heard of it because it's been hard to find. Apparently,
Well, yeah, people were scalping it, but it's easy to find.
Oh, Lord!
Like okay, a little behind the scenes, I'm gonna let you behind the curtain on this one. My Walmart got. I was looking. I just checked to see if they had it because it's been hard to find everywhere. Because people are scalping it. So I get on Walmart.com and I'm looking, and oh my gosh, they've got some. So I ordered site to store Super Mario cereal. I did not once but twice because I wanted a box to have and I wanted a box to eat. So this morning at the breakfast table, my son and I sat down and we enjoyed Super Mario Brothers cereal. And it was delicious. And by delicious, I mean it was extremely kid cereal.
Sugary.
It was like if Frankenberry and Lucky Charms had.
Oh, geez.
That's what it would be like.
Oh, no.
But it's not terrible. I mean, it's like candy for breakfast. So, but it is what it is. I ate about half a bowl, and then I poured a little bit just for me, and I ate that, and then I went and got my Honey Nut Cheerios because I'm a man.
And nobody can say no to the Honey Nut.
That's right.
How's that slogan go?
I don't know, but it's delicious.
Yes.
But Super Mario, where I'm going with this, the box for Super Mario Brothers cereal or Super Mario cereal is an amiibo.
Say what?
Yeah.
The box will register with your Switch as an amiibo.
That's awesome.
Yes, it is. That's why people are scalping it, because that's the only place you can get the delicious amiibo.
Oh, geez. Nintendo, come on.
Well, they're making plenty of it. Like I picked up some groceries earlier to make supper tonight, and they had plenty. There was probably 20 boxes there.
Okay.
So it may be like a limited time. They may only make it for like 3 months. So don't get attached to it, but you shouldn't have a problem finding it.
Okay.
So
if I'm looking for something sweet, because I don't like it, but Russell loves the sweet cereals, so that's
I love sweet cereals.
Yeah, so we'll look for him. And
it's not horrible, and it's $3 a box. You can't get an amiibo for $3.
Yeah,
but you can when you scan the amiibos into Mario Odyssey to get the different outfits and stuff, and and they'll help you. They'll like put an X for every amiibo you do. It'll go out and search for the moons, and then it'll put an X on your map to where the moon is. I've had most of them it recognizes. The third party ones, it doesn't sound by name. Like Shovel Knight, it just says it's maybe a gorgeous amiibo,
okay,
or a pretty amiibo or something like that. That I thought was weird for Shovel Knight. But the Nintendo ones, it all reckoned like this is a Rob amiibo, and it didn't give me an outfit for that one, which was kind of a bummer. I was really wanting a Rob outfit.
Yeah,
but it did give me the Luigi one, the Gold Mario, Isaac got all the wedding Mario Odyssey amiibos for Christmas. Those all gave you different outfits. The regular Mario does. The 8-bit Mario, I think, does. So, I mean, I don't know how I got on this Mario Odyssey kit. Oh, it's cereal. But it said when you do the Mario Odyssey, or you do the Mario cereal on there in Mario Odyssey, it says, oh, it's a delicious amiibo. It's like, oh, it's a delicious amiibo. That's great. It recognizes it. So I don't know. It's cool. I kind of chased a rabbit on that one, but yeah, it was fun. Mario Odyssey is the best game of the year. The cereal's not bad. If you see it, grab it. It's an amiibo. It's cool.
And speaking of amiibos, one of our friends of the podcast, I don't know if you saw on their thing, they had a tragic loss of inbox amiibos.
Yeah, the Midwest retro gamers, Eric, our buddy Eric from Retro Eric, and he had has a wall of amiibos. Like they're all in the box and they're pinned on the wall and everything. It was nice and displayed. They also have a 5-year-old.
Oh Lord, I know where this is going.
Oh,
yeah. The 5-year-old got into the amiibos and decided to have a little amiibo opening party. And
I'm crying.
It didn't get anything that was too crazy hard to find. I think, like he didn't lose a Wii Fit trainer or anything like that, or a villager. But
our condolences.
Yeah, sorry, Eric. I've been looking for him, man. But he lost the Smash Brothers Link, Smash Brothers Mario, Smash Brothers Luigi. He had them all nice. They were boxed and on the wall. It was looking, yeah. Aww. Kids and collections, man. You got to be careful.
Yeah.
And kids not knowing it's going to be collectible when you're older.
He just saw it and wanted to play with it. He knew better, but kids are kids, and you can't kill them.
Yes.
Well,
you can think of charge of destruction of personal property criminally, but that's not a good thing to do.
Yeah, you don't want to do that because then you had to pay lawyer fees for your own kid brought up. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
counterproductive.
I tell you, that's why you just got to stick them in a pig pen and lock them away for a good. Let them think about what they've done. But
I
have my parenting tips.
My kid has never really bothered anything.
Good. Good.
I think he's as weird as I am about stuff. So he's like,
I think you told me about it. He's very careful with the boxes when he opens things.
When he opens stuff, he's extremely. I don't know. I rubbed off on him. He's my kid. What can I say?
I think he's saving for his kid's college tuition.
Maybe he's saving for his. That's what he needs to be doing.
Yeah, college. Yeah. Well, guys, that was a great way to ring in the new year with Our Parents' Basement. About that time, though, we got to start saying our goodbyes. So, Turf, assuming you're not coughing, you all right?
I'll make it. I can power through for just a short few minutes.
All right, then take it away, my friend.
Right here. Got a little tickle. All right.
A little tickle.
If you enjoyed this episode of Our Parents' Basement, you can look right over there. There's 82 other episodes, 82 hours of these three knuckleheads running our mouth. Wow. I can't believe it's lasted this long.
Mm-hmm.
I thought we were going to be the first people to get kicked off of YouTube. We probably wouldn't have been first, but probably first for, I don't know. Anyways, you can check us out on YouTube. All the videos are over there if you want to look at us. Now, the real cool part of this episode is the audio only. You can download it on your cell phone, download it on your iPod if you still have an iPod. You can download it on whatever mobile device you have, your Samsung Galaxy Note 7 that caught fire. Maybe the one before it got on fire, or was it the 5 that caught fire? Anyways.
The one with the battery.
The one with the battery that you can't take on airplanes.
That's the Note 8.
The Note 8, the one you can't take on airplanes.
Yeah.
You can download us on any of those. We're on iTunes, Google Play, iHeartRadio, Tuned In, SoundCloud, Yakety Schmackety, whatever else. We're out there, man. Spotify, that's a cool one. I like saying I'm on Spotify. It makes me feel like I'm somebody.
That's pretty badass.
Just check out for Our Parents' Basement. We are there. We are there to be heard, man. There's plenty of episodes to download and haul all over the world and listen to us. Now, if you enjoy it and you want to say, hey, what's up? We're pretty good to respond. Hit us up on iTunes or iTunes. No. Leave us a rating on iTunes. Hit us up on Twitter.
There you
go. OPB Podcast. That's the Our Parents' Basement Podcast on Twitter, Facebook.com/OPB Podcast, Instagram @OPB Podcast. We're there. We'd love to hear from y'all. And it's so cool when people reach out and say, what's up?
Yes.
Wow. That was lovely, Turf. Just lovely. What was that, Charles?
Thank you, everyone who listens to us. Thank you, guys.
Yes.
And gals.
Thank you very much. Thank you, guys, girls, and everyone in between.
Gals. What's up, ladies? How you doing?
We won't tell Auntie you said that. Not that she listens to the show anyway. But
you'd be surprised. She actually does.
Yeah. I'm surprised some people listen to us.
So, Ange, if you're listening, what's up? How you doing, sweetheart? I didn't mean that thing about the ladies.
Well, we can talk about all that another time. Next week, we'll have a new episode, new stuff to talk about, and I can't wait. So until then, take care of yourselves. Hi, Jenny. And we will see you real soon. Later.
There's some deuces for y'all.